Okay, so this has been a long time coming, and also Rabbit's dead, so we're using something else, and this is really awkward, but whatever. So we're doing Banjo-Kazooie now, and, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Wait,
Also,
wrong game.
Wow, that game definitely took a turn since version 5 came out.
Graphics bit of a downgrade, I must say that.
Yeah, and Banjo's the only character. Oh well.
Hey, why the hell have they allowed Aaron?
Oh,
who's
Echo.
random ox? Okay, now I'm getting
Echo,
really...
Echo Fighter.
oh god.
Just kidding, this is Banjo-Kazooie. One of the best games.
And it's also, I'm also using the rare replay version, which is based off XBLA.
I can tell by the
basically just
Microsoft.
the definitive version, more or less, but it does remove the N64 logo at the start, which removes some of the character.
Yeah, it
is
was
kinda
very
sad,
empty.
but you know, what could it do? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny
Also,
seeing an Xbox logo go about, though.
Yeah, also, I like the very, obviously, very blurry background.
Yeah.
Yeah, when was this game? 90, was it 90, was it, wait, when was the, was it 90, was it in the 90s?
Guys, I
it
think-
was definitely in the 90s.
99?
I
I
think
don't know,
19
that's too late. Because I know Banjo-Tooie was like 2000.
I think Banjo-Kazooie came out in 1997. I could double check.
It was after Mario 64, that's all I know.
Yeah. I mean, they kept the Game Boy at least.
Yeah. By the way, one thing I really like on the menu there is that occasionally random things can happen.
Yeah, it's like,
Like Banjo will get like catapulted off the bed out the window. The stove will like turn around.
yeah, it's like a trapdoor thing.
Okay, the first game came out in 1998.
Oh, okay.
Did it?
What?
Pause for a second.
It just reappeared apart.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait, do we gotta start over?
I think it should be fine.
Alright, yeah, it just buffered for a second, right?
It literally went backwards.
Oh, that's odd.
As long as it
I'm
doesn't
seeing it.
persist.
If it does, then we're gonna have to...
We're gonna have to start this part over.
This is
Yeah,
where
we're
like-
using what's it called? Watch Together?
One...
Yes, yeah.
Watch together, yeah.
So this is a complete gamble, and we have no idea if this will even work.
Right. Anyways, everybody's first experiences with this game.
Oh god.
I have experienced this to an extent. I still need to get through. This. I think it's which one's the sewer one?
Clanker's Cavern.
Yeah, Clanker's Cavern. Just need to get through that.
One,
Before-
two, three.
Yeah, before we get into that though, a funny thing is that because like this version has faster load times than the N64, it kind of messes up this cutscene because like the music is supposed to be in sync with the old loading screens. So you have awkward stuff like Grunty standing there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, my first experience with Banjo-Kazooie was honestly like I've only really played briefly a bit of like the multiplayer mode in Banjo-Tooie with one of my cousins, but that's basically about it.
Oh man, that's way off.
Yeah, that's basically about it. But other than that, but like Banjo-Kazooie has been like one of those games that's been on my list, a bit of on my bucket list to play.
Hey, it's this sassy little shit.
Yeah.
Kazooie.
I would
I
save
love
the
Kazooie
Toei
so much.
talk.
Yeah,
I'll save the
anyway-
Toei talk for later, but God, this was like this was one of the first games I played alongside like Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and all that stuff.
Really?
So, yeah.
For me, I played this on the N64 as well, and two, yeah. I never. It took me a while to finish the first game because of some parts I just couldn't get through. But like Chewie was a different story. But I've never played Rare Replay.
Okay.
Also, is there supposed to be like fighting sounds going on here?
Like,
Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be. Okay.
The whole screen's supposed to shake and everything.
Yeah. That's odd.
I guess that's not in this version.
I thought that was just something glitched.
Why does that picture look like Donkey Kong Country but with banjo?
Yeah, it's a
That
different
is
picture, isn't it?
weird.
Yeah, that's a different picture than what was in the original one, which I think was a picture
Okay.
from Project Dream.
Yeah, so starting with the trivia. So yeah, there was a bunch of Banjo-Kazooie basically started off as like Project Dream, which where they had a main character who was fighting a pirate and all that, and then
Yeah, and Super Nintendo even.
yeah, and it changed to the main character changed to Banjo, and the picture in the original version was a screenshot of the prototype, I want to say, and a lot of people thought it was originally Fungi Forest, which is a cut level that got put into DK64 instead, but that's false. It's proven to be false now.
Oh.
But yeah, they changed the picture here for whatever reason.
Yeah. Also, here's one of the best ways to do a tutorial.
Yeah.
I don't
And what
remember
do you
which
say?
Okay, I guess.
Okay, so you want to show off the dialogue, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say no, you'll get all your moves in this area right away.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's very convenient if you for repeat playthroughs.
What? That was pausing right there.
Okay, I know what that. Okay, I remember what that was. It was basically just recording because I wanted to make sure the frame rate was working okay.
Okay.
So it's not it's not fucking watch together.
No.
I'm so used to seeing like N64 controllers.
Yeah, it was a little
Like
bit hard
inputs.
to adjust in my first run.
I'm also more used to how 2E has like the buttons flat out on the screen.
Also, can I just say,
Yeah.
I
love
can't
the
wait.
soundtrack.
I can't wait to hear the whole version of the
Yeah,
remixed version.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Because I was gonna say I love this soundtrack. Grant
Yeah.
Kirkhope,
Grant Kirkhope,
everybody.
you're-
I think this is one. Isn't this the game that put him on the map?
Yeah, but I think it
can't,
was.
I can't think of anything he did before this.
Yeah, and I think he's even supervising the remix.
Right.
Yeah.
The remix gives off a very nuts and bolts vibe, which is I think I don't mind too much.
Well, I love-
It didn't just supervise the remix; he did the remix himself.
Yeah, he did it.
If you saw that little video of him in his living room on his computer, you see the stems for the song.
Yeah.
So
Beyond
I
his
love
love.
that video.
that's amazing because you see fucking Smash music on literally being in the audio in a music program. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching the explain video where on how he was approached by Nintendo to write music to write the banjo for the Spiral Mountain remix because he
That was-
mentioned
Go on.
he even mentioned that that some of his other choices was I think Mumbles Mountain and I don't Mad Monster Mansion.
Yeah, there was just like a Bayonetta Treasure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but he decided to use Spiral Mountain because it was easily the most recognizable.
Yeah,
And it's good. It's a good.
Yeah, and this is also the stage we're getting for Smash Bros.
Yeah, he
right
didn't
here.
even know Spiral Mountain was going to be the stage.
Yeah, he just wrote the theme and he just did the theme entirely.
To be honest, though, what else could it really be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I know Grant Kirkhope, he had a hunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably had a hunch. And I also remember another thing from the game explained video that I remember is that he tried his hardest to keep this a secret from his family, but his son eventually found out. However, his son is a good kid and kept the secret also.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Grant raised him well.
I need
Yeah.
to see this video after this.
It's just a short Twitter thing.
Yeah,
You can see, but one thing I will say, you'll see the glee in his face when he says Banjo Kazooie were home.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so
I nearly
wholesome.
cried when I saw that.
Yeah.
Press X. Okay.
I thought you said press sex. Wait, what?
Press X at Jason.
That was a weird cut.
I think I was just holding the brain for.
Oh.
Okay, this is also a really good tutorial, by the way, because it gives you all of the instructions you need for the things. Also, I think that molehill, there was the one that's supposed to teach you how to do the block in the climbing.
Yeah.
Also, you know, can I just say there's something else about the whole thing with the with Banjo and Smash? The fact that starting off that E3 presentation was RPG series that's massively popular in Japan and also popularized Japanese RPGs as a whole, and then you get this Western, literally English developed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Rare's
Mario 64 started 3D collector funds, but Banjo I feel popularized it.
Put them into mainstream for the time.
Yeah, and going off what Lewis said, yeah, it's like they got a Western representative here in the form of Banjo, and a one for
Eastern
Japanese in the form of Hero from Dragon Quest, who at the time of recording just came out yesterday.
Yeah, because Dragon Quest is like huge. Like it was like the one DLC rep that I wasn't too surprised of, because it always felt like a character that should appear eventually.
What, Banjo?
Yeah.
No, Dragon Quest. Banjo was like was a character that I was honestly losing hope for.
I really.
Well, yeah, I probably wasn't gonna have him because Microsoft. But then
that's one.
But then you remember when Microsoft and Nintendo have that good relationship.
Yeah, I was just going.
For fuck's sake, they got
especially
Comm
at
on
home.
Switch.
Can I finish?
Go on, sorry.
I was gonna say, after Peg came out, I had more aim for the Switch, then I had higher hopes.
Yeah. The thing with Microsoft as well, though, is that I feel like they would only get one rep, at least for as far as like this DLC is concerned, and I was worried like someone else would take it instead. Which
Like
would
Master Chief or something?
Yeah, like Master Chief or like Minecraft.
Or
Steve,
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad necessarily, but it would have been a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, it happened, and I was in the bar with a drink in my hand, and I nearly spat it out. I stood up, and my chair fell. My chair pretty much fell over. I was literally just. Oh,
Where's the last one?
fucking happened.
It's where the waterfall. But like,
No, Spyro on Switch was the one. It was the thing that got me hyped, and then Banjo came up. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo won E3.
Nintendo won E3 this year. No shit.
Yeah, Square Enix was so close.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Banjo, then yeah, Square would have easily won.
for the record, I think this is my first or second playthrough on the replay, so I'm kind of just getting the hang of the way the controls work in this version.
Yeah, I get the feeling like if I ever, I don't own an Xbox of any kind, but I get the feeling that like I would suffer with the controls.
Actually, you'd be surprised. To be fair, mate, the Xbox controller seems to be rather well built for a game like this, anyway. So.
Yeah,
Well, and like now, and it's also like isn't like the Xbox like 360 controller? I know it's a different controller, but isn't that like kind of similar to the Switch Pro?
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, I'd say the Switch Pro controller is pretty much like nearly an Xbox 360 slash Xbox
Because
One
like,
controller.
yeah, because like the thing is like with Xbox, one thing that's always bothered me, and this is more of a personal thing, is button memorization.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, that's what killed me a bunch of times.
That's the same angle I saw in the Smash trailer.
Because like I'm
Well,
I'm holding my Pro controller right now, and it's like because like isn't like BA isn't like switched on an Xbox.
yeah.
Yeah.
And same with X and Y.
That's gonna fuck up my muscle memory so much.
It's funny because like you were.
Saving.
It's funny because I said that about Xbox One and the Switch controller being very identical. I say this is my Switch Pro controller and my Xbox One controller are both chilling on my computer desk next to each other.
The thing is, if it makes you feel any better, Jason, the button layout was what killed me a bunch of times when I first played the tornado section in Sonic Unleashed.
I'll be right back, by the way.
What? Is the video almost over?
No.
I'll definitely see you guys.
Alright then.
I don't even tell where we are.
Like, I saw lately one of the most recent videos I saw was like Dude's video on Banjo Kazooie, and he said he got the Xbox One specifically for the rare replay version.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might consider that actually.
Like,
If you can get it for a decent price, I would also.
Yeah, he got this in a bundle for $100. I think it was for the OS
Yeah.
the OG model of the one.
I would also
That's a
still.
deal.
Hi.
You're saying?
No, I would still I would still give wait a little bit to see if these games will be put on Switch first.
I was gonna say because after what happened, I have higher hopes that it's gonna be on Switch again. Or now.
Yeah, speaking of things being put on Switch, I like how Spiral was just casually shown to have a Switch port in that direct.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Persona still gets nothing right now. You think after the Joker's included in Smash, you can get it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Closest we're getting is the Scramble.
I should probably turn it down a bit on my side.
Good time with that laugh.
Yeah. But yeah.
This is one really. I remember this level pretty well.
Yeah, it's very condensed.
A good like show of like how to like do a first level.
Yeah, it just teaches you that you use the things you learned from Spiral Mountain, and it's nothing too crazy. Just kind of ease you into the collectathon aspects.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Then now that we have notes here, I think it's important to talk about one of the biggest changes.
Okay. So you want to do it, or should I?
I'll do it. In the original version of Banjo-Kazooie, notes are worked on a high score system, basically. So, like, if you die or leave the level, all the notes in the level reset, and whatever your highest total was is basically added to, like, an overall counter.
Yeah.
Is that right? And wasn't that because of, like, space limits?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know specifics, but apparently, like, they had issues with having, like, the notes, like, stay collected or something. So they had to resort to a high score system instead, which is creative, but it's also annoying in practice.
Yeah, because especially in one particular level later.
Yeah, it's
Or
really,
two of them, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, really, it's like I can think of like 3 issues in the game where it can be kind of easy to die if you're not careful. But for the most part, this is a pretty easy game, I think.
Get jiggy.
Yeah.
Get jiggy with it.
And also, there's a good old chimp over there because.
By the way, do you think that's gonna be Banjo's victory jingle?
Maybe.
It better be.
I hope one of the victory screens is actually that with like we're just like the kung as soon as he named the jiggy.
If Banjo doesn't say "guh" in any of his taunts or victory poses, I'm gonna be upset.
We're the eggs.
But yeah, one thing that I do like that this game, or really like Rare's games in general, is that they tend to put like collectible items in like pathways, if you will. So it's easy, yeah, so like it's easy for you to tell where you have and haven't been yet.
You know what I just noticed actually about those eggs? Every time they bounce, they're just reversing the sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's distracting me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they typically lead you to like anything in the way.
Yeah. Even DK64 does that for as much force as that game has.
Yeah.
That's the way, lass. You gotta shite him out.
What? Oh god.
That one just went far.
I thought I was gonna hit the camera.
You gotta shite them out, lass.
What do you? Okay, thanks, Glumgold.
Yeah.
By the way, he still attacks you.
Yeah, he's like gets sad like as soon as you get the jiggy, he just goes like he just throws stuff again.
You forgot the witch switch.
I don't have the ground pound yet.
Oh right. It's my eye.
As good as Mumbo's Mountain as a track is, Spiral Mountain is still the best choice for this trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Good level 1 theme though.
Yeah.
It's also good for just silly montages, I've noticed.
Yeah. Like it's basically like the case of stage 1 music represents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say it's better in this case than it is at the X got in Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
Take your word for that.
The remix of the highway isn't that good.
Oh, the Central Highway theme.
Yeah, the remix that they got in the Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
That's disappointing.
This
The one
much
that's
Ultimate
back
Remix
is
was
better.
better anyway.
Hey, look, Talon Trot, aka your default walk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
Yeah.
Banjo was running animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like even today, the banjo games still control really well, and it's like really nice because like when you go back to play most games from this era, there's usually something weird about the controls you have to get the hang of.
But they were super tight, weren't they?
Yeah, like even like this is not even a change for the Xbox version. Like even on N64 they are still like really tight and responsive.
Yeah,
I'm
you're turning on a dime.
I'm gonna be collecting for the N64 soon, and I'm gonna test that.
Yeah, it's some moves in this game specifically can feel a little bit stiff, but for the most part the game isn't. The game never feels hindered from that.
Oof.
It's just kind of a thing you notice when you play 2, and it just feels nicer to control. But, you know.
What, 1 and 2? You talking about Banjo?
Yeah, Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, in terms of like changes, there's like, besides like the note saving, it's just minor stuff.
Stop and swap.
Yeah, the stop and swap stuff changed a bit to be a lot more convenient, and it's just some random things they changed, like the HUD and everything. So the Banjo-Kazooie face is different now.
Yeah, the sprites also in the Jinjo faces on the screen look kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides that, though, it's just kind of stuff you'd expect from an up-press.
Stylish.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like
he clipped for that wall.
Yeah.
Yep. Honestly, though, like hearing all like, all I can think of is like Donkey Kong 64 could be because of the instrument quality. It's like the exact same instruments.
Well, same composer. So.
Yeah, same composer. Like,
Same
I'm pretty
composer,
sure.
same system.
Yeah, I'm almost fairly certain Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo Kazooie were made using the same engines.
I think so. Well, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised. No, okay. This
I don't know why that's so funny.
That was me legitimately not knowing what the button was.
Good game.
I'm good at video game, I swear.
I'm
Just a
good at
good
video
kid, then.
game.
Just a
I am
kid.
good gamer.
I almost did a 360 no scope.
Like spinning
Oh
around.
baby, a
Yeah.
triple.
Oh no.
So many collectibles.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
At least it
this-
doesn't go, although it doesn't go overboard like
Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, I think Banjo
As much as I like that game, there is a little too much.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie and 2, I think, just have the right amount.
Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 has the record for most collectibles.
Yeah, I'd even say
Which-
like ukulele in terms of collectibles is fine enough. There are other issues with that game. The
Outside of the collectibles.
yeah, it's not the collectibles that are the issue. The you know, that's a story for another time.
Are we doing that for Seeds as well?
I haven't recorded it. I have no idea.
I do kind of want. I do want to try ukulele at some point, but I'm more.
I own
interested
it,
in-
but
It's
and,
better. I'll tell you this, Xavier. It's better to play the banjo games first because, first things you need to know if you like this kind of game to begin with.
Yeah.
I can honestly say from like the first few levels of playing this, I do love this kind of game. Frustrating as it can be to like try and find everything, it's well worth it.
oh, this is a game that's better on a second run.
I feel like that's a collectathon in general.
Yeah, cause like collectathons are more like speed running in routes, I guess.
Yeah, because like Mario 64 is very much like baby's first collectathon in the sense that most, I very barely even call it that because of like the only reason it's really considered collectathon is because 8 red coins, 100 coin star, and like the way the stars work. But besides that, it's still very like what do you call it?
Oh.
Obstacle
Go on.
course focus, whereas like stuff like this is like the main goal is collect everything.
By the way, the I don't know if this has already been said, but Mumbo's speech is literally "Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough."
Yeah.
Literally all the syllables mixed up.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
did that for Mayhem Temple.
Yeah, they literally have the as like the
They just gave it a gave it a melody.
yeah. Mumbo jumbo.
Got my
Yeah.
go if
I
you
always-
think you're hard enough.
I always thought Mambo looked really weird in this game. He looks like a bit too blocky, I think.
His model.
Yeah.
That TikTok
That
is
ant looks
annoying.
like it's on some shit. Mm.
Also, we're seeing like weird camera things earlier. One thing that hasn't aged well, like not even just this game specifically, but
It's
like
like it's like directional camera or whatever it is, right? No, segmented camera.
not that specifically, but there's points where like you kind of move around and the camera will kind of just jerk to the side and like change without you doing.
Is that like
anything.
what we saw like earlier on that slope by the hut by the hut?
Yeah, and like that's something from the N64 era that I'm glad isn't in modern games because it can get really annoying sometimes.
No fall damage.
Take that, Mario.
So like, I'm guessing this is gonna be a 100% run.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
Very
I do the
lucky
same.
death and back.
I would hate myself if I did a 90% run or something.
99%. And even then, basically we had two. It's only the 2 jiggies
Oh,
that we have here is like you don't need 100% to get everything in the game though.
No.
In fact, you can I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but you can miss 2 jiggies and get everything else.
Yeah, I do think you do need a bit too much to get to the end, but we'll talk about that later.